The housing market is gearing up for what could be the most dramatic crash in history. They decided to play hard to get, soaring to heights they haven't touched in over 23 years. October hit us with sales dropping to levels we haven't seen since the Great Recession. The number of homes up for grabs is skyrocketing, reaching for the stars faster than Elon's rockets. Sellers, caught in this whirlwind, are doing some serious price-slashing gymnastics just to strike a deal. 1. The era of unsustainable price increases. We went from a housing market party with prices skyrocketing like Elon's rockets to a sudden realization that the hangover is real. From January 2020 to December 2020, home prices decided to break speed records, shooting up by a jaw-dropping 45%. But here's the plot twist: wages didn't join the party. Nope, they were sipping their drinks in the corner, watching the chaos unfold. Fast forward to the present day, and the bubble has burst. The Federal Reserve pulled a power move, raising interest rates to levels not seen since the Y2K panic. The average home price took a nosedive from $479,500 to $441,000 by the end of the first quarter of 2023, and in a blink and you'll miss it moment, it dropped even further to $429,000 by the end of the second quarter. Now that's what we call a reality check. And then the cherry on top? Quarter 3 saw homes going for $46,400 less than before. It's like the housing market decided it's time to put those insane prices in check and is now slashing them left, right, and center. The era of splurging seems to be taking a back seat to a more budget-friendly trend. 2. Mortgage rates are insanely high. Mortgage rates have gone from a leisurely stroll to a full-blown sprint, and they're at an all-time high. We're not just talking high, we're talking insanely high. The Federal Reserve, in a plot twist nobody saw coming, is pledging to keep those rates up for the long haul, and guess what? They're hinting that more rate hikes might be on the horizon. It's like they're playing a game of how high can you go with our wallets? As of now, the national 30-year mortgage interest rate is hanging out at a whopping 7.87%. Hold the phone, that's the highest we've seen in 23 years. It's like mortgage rates decided to go retro, but no one's vibing with his 90s throwback. Now why does this matter? Why? Because they're forking out roughly $3,000 per month for their mortgages. And who spilled this tea? None other than Black Knight. Now let's put this in perspective. The average Joe or Jane is earning around $4,600 per month. That's right, your eyes aren't deceiving you. A significant chunk of their paycheck is going straight into the mortgage abyss. 3. Sudden drop. When home sales take a sharp detour south, it's not just a hiccup in the market. It's a red flag waving in the breeze, signaling potential trouble. Why? Because when sales volumes drop, it's like a ripple effect. Home appreciation takes a hit, and you know what happens when sellers can't find a buyer. They start playing the price drop game to attract more suitors. Now fasten your seatbelts, because in the third quarter, home sales took a plunge at about 15.1%. And that's like a free fall from the real estate roller coaster. We're talking about existing homes being sold at levels not seen since the fallout of the Great Recession. It's like a housing market decided to revisit the past, and not in a nostalgic, Instagrammable way. 4. Sellers and home builders slashing price. Sellers and home builders have decided it's time to slash prices, and they're doing it at rates that would make a Black Friday sale blush. According to our trusty sources, Zillow and Redfin, sellers are dropping property prices at rates that are raising more eyebrows than a magician pulling off a new trick. It's like a clearance sale, but for houses. In the past quarter, we witnessed a record number of sellers doing the unthinkable, cutting prices on their listings. September rolled in, and suddenly it's raining price cuts. The percentage of home listings that had a price cut skyrocketed to a mind-boggling 99.2%. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly every listing out there was getting a makeover in the form of a price drop. It's like the housing market decided it needed a wardrobe change, and the prices were the first to go. But wait, there's more. October joined the party with an additional 7% increase in the percentage of listings slashing their prices. It's like sellers and their properties were competing in a dance-off, and the price cuts were the killer moves. Unusually high month-over-month increases had analysts scratching their heads. It's not your typical market waltz. And if you thought sellers were the only ones getting their scissors out, think again. The National Association of Home Builders spilled the tea, 32% of home builders decided it's time to join the price cut parade. They slashed prices in the past month with an average drop of 6% nationwide. It's like they're throwing confetti in the air celebrating a sale extravaganza. The supply of unsold homes is piling up faster than a stack of pancakes at brunch. According to the National Association of Realtors, we're looking at more than 500,000 homes just chilling on the market, twiddling their metaphorical thumbs. That's right, it's a seller's market, and these homes are ready for a new owner to sweep them off their foundations. 5. Housing inventory continues to grow. A market saturated with homes, patiently waiting for their Cinderella moment. But here's the thing. When homes start becoming permanent fixtures on the market, it's not just a case of bad luck, it's a sign that buyer interest is disappearing. Andy Kagi breaks it down for us. If homes are lounging on the market for extended periods, it's like the market's way of telling us that buyers are losing interest. Now, we're not hitting panic stations just yet, but we're definitely getting some signals. Supply levels are doing the cha-cha in many markets, while demand for homes is practicing its best impression of a plateau. It's like a dance-off between supply and demand, and the market is holding its breath to see who takes the lead. So here's the real estate cliffhanger. If the number of properties on the market keeps growing but the demand isn't keeping up the pace. 6. Shadow inventory. Alongside the homes we see listed, there's a secret society of properties known as shadow inventory, quietly waiting in the wings, ready to make an entrance at any moment. According to Redfin, we're talking about a whopping 5.5 million properties that fall under the shadow inventory category. These are the real estate ninjas not officially listed but lurking in the shadows, ready to swoop into the market unexpectedly. It's like a plot twist in a suspense thriller. You never know when these shadow homes will reveal themselves and shake up the real estate scene. Now imagine if a substantial number of these shadow homes decide it's showtime and become available for purchase. It could be a game changer, a real estate floodgate opening, and flooding the market with an abundance of supply. And you know what happens when supply outweighs demand? Prices start doing a downward dance. What's hiding in the shadows, you ask? Distressed properties, foreclosures, or homes held by sellers waiting for the perfect market conditions to make their move. 7. Buyers are not feeling confident. Here's the deal. The economy's a bit of a mind game, a self-fulfilling prophecy. If people start whispering that the housing market is on shaking ground, it's like planting the seed for a potential downfall. It's like the economy is that friend who believes in manifestation a little too much. Think it, and it shall happen. And guess what? It's not just about thinking, it's about feeling. The vibes matter, especially when it comes to investing in a home. You can peek into the collective feelings of consumers by checking out Fannie Mae's monthly consumer sentiment survey. They're basically asking folks if they think it's a good time to buy or sell a house and why. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's unravel this crazy web together. Oh, and stick around because the next video is about to drop some more bombshells. You don't want to miss it.